Hey, welcome to SJU, where movies are dead and we're selling off pieces of the corpse. That's right. There's an amazing movie prop auction coming up this week, and not much other news. So we are going to be guessing the price of some of the items that we will be able to buy. Check in a few weeks from now, where I will be wearing Indiana Jones's fedora, and I will be deeper in debt than I already am. In addition to that, we actually did have some actual news that broke as we were prepping this show. Steven Spielberg, speaking of the death of movies, is now working for Netflix. We also had some trailers that dropped that we will evaluate and respond to comments and questions from viewers like you. So keep those coming in the chat. Look, I am not good at saving money, and this isn't helping. Because Ryan, what's the name of this auction? Did you catch that? There it is. It's the what does that say? Prop Stars Entertainment Memorabilia Live Auction. Treasures from film and television. This starts next week, and man, there are some heavy hitters in here. We can bid from the comfort of our own homes. We don't need to actually travel to Los Angeles to go I see 24 25 we are getting to do it right here, but who's to say what anything is worth? I don't know. But me, Danielle, and Eric, we're going to do our best guess. We're going to try to do our best and play along in the chat to guess the estimated value, what they think these movie props are going to sell for. And maybe we'll check back a few weeks later to see how right they were and how right we were, because a lot of times they go for way over estimates. If you find two people that just really need, Biff's underwear from Back to the Future 2, they get in a bidding war and all of a sudden you're $1 million poorer. So with no further ado, let's just get into it. Bring up the first item and let's see how much we think this thing is worth.
Before you guys guess, I do just want to think the website itself lists two prices, and it seems there's the estimated value, which seems to be the auction guessing what they think it's going to get, and then there's a starting bid, which is like the minimum.
No one cares.
Yeah.
It's a starting bid. It's like everything starts at $100, but then we think that this Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver's harpoon gun from Aliens. What do you think somebody's willing to pay to have that in their holster?
I have no scope for these. I'm gonna start in the grands. So I'm gonna say that some nerd out here love him to death. Let's say $3,000.
Yeah, this is hard until we kind of, and especially I think once we see a couple ideas, maybe we'll get hone in. So I'm gonna start a little more conservative with this one, just because it's like you don't think of Ripley's harpoon gun as like a thing as much. We'll get to other stuff where we do. I'm gonna say 2,000, and I'll probably be horribly low.
Yeah, I mean, this is very far down the line of Aliens props that I would spring for. So I'm just gonna pretend it's Price is Right rules and say $1, and I'm just going to pretend that I'm deciding that I win if you guys both overbid. Because I would go jumpsuit first. Obviously the machine guns, or her watch is pretty cool in that movie.
Flamethrower,
yeah. Xenomorph mouth penis. There's all kinds of stuff that I would bid on before this. So let's see what the actual estimated value is of her harpoon gun.
So they have it listed as 4,000 to 6,000 is the estimate, including a current bid already for 4,000. The starting price was 2,000, Eric. So you got the starting price, but Danielle gets that just by being closest. So the first round goes to Danielle.
All right, I'm gonna need to recalibrate.
And now that gives you a little bit of a better idea of what ranges we're working on.
Yeah. So people are gonna be spending some money, is what I'm thinking, based on
including on a better Aliens prop, which is the next one. So
let's see the next one.
A big one.
Okay, lot number 10, a Xenomorph egg. Now, can I ask some questions about this? Like, does it open? Ryan?
I'm researching.
It's important. It's important research.
Because if that just is a inert egg of that size and nature.
It doesn't seem like it opened. It seems like it has a solid crease going there. I'll read the description. A xenomorph egg from James Cameron's sci-fi action sequel Aliens. Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver's, incinerated the xenomorph's queen's egg nest with her flamethrower. This hollow brown fiberglass egg with a 4-point top and production-made hole for insert slots in the base is hand-painted to look sticky and organic with rubber veins affixed on the sides.
Sticky and organic with rubber veins.
Yeah, 'cause you figure there had to be a bunch of these because there was that the
whole
queen
room.
had laid that whole room.
I'm just gonna say 1,000. 1,000 for that sticky, veiny egg.
Ooh. Well, if Gwyneth Paltrow can get stuff for sticky, veiny eggs, then I'm gonna go ahead and say I'll go with Eric's $2,000.
See, I don't know. I'm gonna go higher just because the egg is sort of a iconic image from the movies. So even though this is not like a specific one and it doesn't open up, it's just like the idea. People know the alien egg if they know the alien series. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4,000 on this one.
Well,
Eric's gonna get this one. It's actually, they value it at the same as the harpoon gun, which is weird. It's still in that 4,000 to 6,000 range, but this one already has 4 absentee bids at 4,000. So this one clearly has more interest.
wow.
So I think we're gonna see this price go up. But yeah, Eric is the closest on that one.
You really want that egg on your shelf, don't
Somebody
you?
It
wants
makes more sense on a bookshelf. Yeah. Or something.
Right, conversation
so.
piece, you know?
Yeah. What is that throbbing, veiny egg you have over there? Oh, that.
My
all right.
wall of eggs.
Yeah, my egg wall.
My egg seller.
Bunch of freaks. All right, let's see what the next one is. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh.
This is the Austin Powers International Man of Mystery. So this isn't the iconic blue suit, but this is an iconic blue suit of his because it's
This is
missing
where things get serious.
Yeah. Okay, blue suit and green shirt. This is missing like the frockish whatever that thing is, the neckerchief.
Yeah, the pillowy thing.
But still a game worn Austin Powers suit. Maybe I'm just completely off my priorities. I'm gonna say 20 grand.
Whoa!
I was gonna say 10. I'll say 10.
Yeah. Somebody wants to just wear that Mike Myers suit around and do an impression. And if anyone wants to buy it for me, that is what I promise I will do. Is just constantly wear that and say, "Yeah, baby." Eric.
Yeah, if it was like more recognizably at a glance like an Austin Powers suit, I think I'd go higher. But I'll be conservative here and say 9.
Okay, our bids are in. Ryan, what is it?
All right, I'm tallying. It's a lot. It's more of a calculation than you think. So I think if we're doing prices right rules, Spencer, you went too high, so you are eliminated. So I think out of that gives the point again to Danielle because it was 12,000 to 16,000 was their range that they had listed for it, with a starting bid of 6, but their estimate was 12. No bids on it yet for absentees. So we'll
imagine spending $16,000 for that suit.
I'm only wearing that suit from now on, right?
Yeah.
So
and then you need to spend $6,000 more for the wax figure of Mike Myers to display it in, because otherwise it's just in your closet, and that's weird. Okay. Let's move on. What's the next heavy hitting? Oh, look at that. Cap's iconic belt from the Avengers.
That was right above America's ass, guys.
Yes, it was.
Think about that.
Yeah. America's ass was supporting that belt, keeping it on.
Or vice versa.
Obviously a huge movie star, huge character. Mm-hmm. If Austin Powers' third most popular suit is 12 to 16, I'm going to say this is the same. I'm going to say $12,000 for that.
Ooh, I'm gonna go $22,000.
What?
He's the Avengers.
I'm gonna keep it relatively low, because it's only the belt, right? And and it's not something where someone saw it, they would go, "Oh, that's Captain America's belt," unless, well, certain people might be that obsessive. But so I'm gonna go 10,000 for this because it's just the belt.
What's in each pouch? I wonder.
Even
both in reality and canonically. Ryan, what's the value?
Oh, can I get the guesses again? Sorry.
Mine was 12.
And mine was 22.
Mine was 10,000.
10. I'm making a mistake that you guys think that these are all increasing because it's actually way less. The starting bid is 1,500 and the estimate is 3,000 to 5,000.
Wow.
For the belt.
Okay.
It already has 3 bids at 3,000.
I think this one's going to go way over.
Go up.
Yeah.
So who by default was the least over? Eric. So it's 2 points Eric, 2 points Danielle, Spencer.
Still waiting to get on the
comeback.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I would pay $3,000 to just wear that
yeah,
belt,
that's
and then
pretty
people
low.
would ask me about it, and I'd say, "This is Captain America's belt."
He's not known for gadgets and
No.
using utilities in his belt, so that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, I saw something interesting come up, so let's. This
Yeah.
one. This is a piece of movie history right there.
Yeah.
And world history. So, the Sports Almanac. So Christopher Lloyd and Thomas Wilson signed this. Oh man. So this is a real movie prop of these fabled MacGuffin at the center of Back to the Future 2. That's got to be. I'm saying $20,000 for this one. I'm sticking to it. I think this is $20,000. That's the floor for this one.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with 15. I'm gonna go 15 grand.
Yeah, this is a tough one, you guys. Yeah, it's like you said, Spencer. I mean, this is like integral to the story of the movie. Anyone who knows that movie knows this really well. I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna go in between you guys on this one. I'm gonna say 18,000.
Ryan?
All right, so this is another one where the bidders clearly agree with you guys. So the estimate is only 6,000 to 8,000 according to the site, but it already has 2 bids up to 11,000. So clearly, this one's going to go up as well, closer to what you guys said. But by the rules of our game, Danielle was the least over.
Okay.
And she gets a third
who's
point.
setting these prices over there? They need more
Pessimistic.
film nerds.
They need some fandom people over there.
Yeah.
All right, fine. All right, keep going. What's next?
Ooh.
Okay, so Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman.
Billy Business is gonna be in the bidding.
Bullet hit chest elbow. Okay, so like a
Screen match being a key word here. They try to tell you if it's not actually worn. But,
So yeah, what can you explain what that means exactly?
So my understanding is that this wasn't actually on Michael Keaton's chest or in his suit. This is screen matched perfectly to that, including where the bullet hit. So I could even see if in the description, if they specify, maybe it was used as like a prop on the way, but
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if this wasn't in the movie, so is this like I don't get it. Is this like a reproduction?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then $500.
Yeah, I'll say a smooth 1,000. Someone might pay 1,000 for a good replica.
Yeah, it's distinctive, that symbol he wore with the extra 2 little spikes by the bottom. I'll go the highest on this one and say 1,200.
Ryan, what do we got?
All right, so Eric is definitely the closest because it's more than you guys would think. Not just the estimate, but apparently it already has bids. So I'm looking at it right now. The estimates were 6,000 to 8,000, the same as the Almanac. That makes no sense.
Wow.
And the starting bid was 3,000, but there's already 4 absentee bids according to the site, all the way up to 8,000. So it's already at the top of its estimate.
Wow.
They must not know that it wasn't on
Yeah,
screen.
I mean, they usually have to announce it in the listing that it's not authentic, like not actually worn. And but I mean, I think the fact that it's like a bullet hit it, and that's like happens in the movie, so it's like specific to that one. We know a lot of Billy businesses in this world, so yeah. I mean,
and I'm assuming the people who made it it wasn't like outside, it was like still made by the studio. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't think like Mattel made it just for for fuck's sake. I think
right.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, we might. I don't want to derail the show, but I was just googling like what is screen matched, and I think it's the opposite. Is screen matched is like no, they prove that this was the one that you saw on screen.
Oh, okay.
That changes everything.
Completely changes everything. Yeah.
That's not how I understood it at all. Yeah, we can toss this round out. That's why we have bonuses.
Yeah, highly coveted by collectors because they can be like, okay, this is exactly what
good.
Yeah, screen. We want screen matched. Okay,
we want it. It's
throw out that point. That point doesn't count. trying to mess with the game here. All right, what's the next one? Okay, Justin Long's Galaxy Quest outfit.
You can watch Never Surrender on Prime right now to see a documentary we made about that.
Which, much like Galaxy Quest, was a hit, but a cult hit. This isn't like Star Wars here. But okay. Let me see. What are Justin Long's dimensions? Let me see if this is wearable.
If you are wearing this next week, I'll be really excited.
Yeah. Oh, he's a little guy. 5'4", 5'8". Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I think this is within average human wearability. I'm gonna say I will say 2,000. No, 1,200. 1,200.
Ooh, you know what? I will snake your 2,000. I'll go ahead and say 2,000 for somebody who really want like a huge Galaxy Quest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Galaxy Quest cult movie. Although this is distinctively, uniform from that film. I'll go 2,500.
All right. What is it, Ryan?
Ryan is consulting with himself.
Pulling it up. Here we go. It is. I just had it. No, that's the Thermion. Here it is. Okay, so the estimate is 6,000 to 8,000.
That's just like their default for everything.
It seems like it. Their starting bid is 3. So who was closest on that one?
Me.
Yeah, Eric.
Spencer had 2, and that one goes to Eric.
Wow.
It does seem like they like that number a lot. The Thermion costume, which I thought would have been more, is less, weirdly. It's like 2,000 to 3,000. So, but it already has a bid. So who knows?
I know who's going to buy that is those 2 people who dress up like Thermians and
the Thermion family from
show up at everything.
From Never Surrender, now on Prime. Check it out.
Okay, what's next item? Oh, the Gone with the Wind production used script. You can smell the history on this one. Gosh, I mean,
this doesn't age well.
Yeah, it smells kind of stale. Well, this will appeal to a, let's say, older previous generation, and they do have all the money. So I would say that this is, I mean, it is a piece of film history. For some old coot is going to probably pay $10,000 for this.
Ooh, I'll go a little lower. I will say 5,000 to 6,000.
Yeah, I'll go in the middle on this one and say 7,500.
7,500. All right, Ryan, what do we got?
We have. I should just stop unmuting myself. Okay, so we have the estimate is 3,000 to 5,000, and it already has bids at 3 bids at 3,250. So people are definitely interested in this one.
Well, I don't know what the scores are, but I have yet to score a single point.
Who got last one? Because Eric's up 3-2 as of.
But Danielle, this would be Danielle's.
So this is 3-3. So yeah, we're tied at 3 and a mulligan, as Ryan understood the definition of one of those.
3 match.
But otherwise it's neck and neck.
2. All right, let's bring up this iconic lot for Harry Potter. Those have been on little baby Daniel Radcliffe's nose. So Deathly Hallows Part 2. The glasses he wore while he defeated Voldemort, although maybe the glasses had fallen off at that point. It was a pretty intense final battle. This is movie history right here. This is JK be damned. She can't take this away from us because I can get these glasses and wear them. This is, I mean, the defining thing of this iconic character. I gotta say that this is $16,000. $16,000.
You know, you're right. It's the Harry Potter glasses. People buy replicas of them for good money. I will go with 20,000.
Gonna go lower only because I'm like, there were 8 movies and there were probably like a lot of glasses created. Not to say it's still not very valuable, because it's not like they're unlimited. There's just probably more of this than certain props. So I'm gonna go. I'll go 12,000.
Okay, Ryan, what are we at?
You guys actually got way closer to the range than I thought you would, because it is way higher. Well, actually, you all missed by a lot. So it is the estimate is 30 to 50.
Whoa!
$32,050,000.
Whoa!
That's the range that they give. The starting bid being 15, and there's already a current absentee bid for 25,000. So it's already almost at that range. So Danielle gets closest, takes a very important lead here in Game 8, and up 4-3.
Dang! All right, now it all comes down to this, Eric. Can you tie? And then send us into the bonus rounds, which I do want to look at anyways.
Yeah, the bonus ones are cool. Yeah.
So Indy's fedora. Wow, from Temple of Doom. The most Indiana Jones movie. This one, worn by Harrison Ford, a disgruntled Harrison Ford, a sweaty Harrison Ford, while he swung through that temple. I gotta say, that this is like movie collector catnip. I mean,
Yeah.
this has got to be, if Harry Potter's glasses were 30 to 50, I'm going to double it. I'm going to say 60. I think this is in the $60,000 range. That's what an indie fedora is worth to me.
Ooh. I'm gonna underbid a bit and say $50,000, but that's a really good point, especially like worn on set, worn by Harrison Ford. You can smell the Ford inside the hat. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with 50,000.
Yeah, just like you, Spencer, just like the fact that we just saw those glasses makes everything different with this hat, which is that's Indiana Jones's hat. Oh man. But well, let's see. I'm like, should I just go right in the middle of you guys? Yeah. Oh, yeah, 55,000. Let's just do it. We'll see what happens.
So here at the end, Spencer is going to get a point, which we always appreciate. It is way higher. You were right to think that it's going off the glasses. So again, this is what the site says. The estimates is 150 to 250,000.
Wow.
With a starting bid of 75,000.
Whoa.
According to this, they already have 2 bids, and the current absentee bid is up to 110,000.
Man.
Wow.
Hello, ladies. Ask me about my $250,000 hat.
That is hat money, guys.
Wow.
You better be able to wring out the Harrison Ford sweat for that much money and recreate another
Harrison Ford should deliver you that hat for that money.
Harrison Ford will deal
in his
you
plane
for a year.
Yeah, he will crash his plane into your garage and to deliver it to you.
Here's your hat.
Here's your hat. Sorry about your home. Unbelievable.
So I'm pretty sure, so we had one round disqualified, and I'm pretty sure I dropped a round when keeping tally, but we know for sure Danielle won. So that's what we're going to go with. Great job, Danielle.
Congratulations, Danielle. You know how much things are worth. Or at least popular things that you'd want to buy, because I had Ryan gather a few of the dumber ones in this
There's a
auction.
lot more. There's like 12 pages. I'll post the link in the chat.
I know. Has the audience completely revolted, or would they like to see some stupid bonus things? Or should we talk about Steven Spielberg is making movies for Netflix now?
No, they're into it. No, we good.
Okay, let's bring up the bonus round if it came to that. Oh God. Now, this is a full-size Paul, except no 1/10 scale reproductions. No, this is the full Paul from the film Paul, starring the Cornetto guys. But this is voiced by Seth Rogen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a puppet display of Paul, hit film Paul. I don't want to go first anymore. I think that was my problem, is I went first, so I couldn't calibrate at all. Danielle, you won, so now you have to go first.
I'll take it. I'll go first. I thought that said fun size at first. Full size.
They're all fun sizes.
They're all fun.
Oh, wow. Geez, I'm going to hit this with, just because it is full size, I'm going to say $5,000. Maybe underselling it a little bit.
Yeah, I'll go second. Yeah, because Paul was not a beloved movie from guys who've made a lot of beloved movies. But there is the full size factor. So yeah, I'll say 6,000.
Okay, I'm going under. I'll say $2,000, and shipping and handling better be included, because I do not want to go through any more trouble than it's worth to get that boxer briefed Paul in my home. Or cargo shorts, excuse me.
All right, Vamp for 30 more seconds, because I'm trying to find the Paul again, but it's almost right here.
The Paul has been removed.
Yeah, it's been...
Do I recall Sigourney Weaver popping up in Paul in a remarkably similar to Cabin in the Woods appearance? Is that the movie where she had like the same purpose?
I haven't seen Paul, weirdly.
I don't remember.
Okay, sorry, I just blew the cameo at the end of Paul for you.
Damn it.
Yeah, spoiler alert for Paul's. Can we put up a spoiler graphic?
No one said there were going to be Paul spoilers. I'm watching that today.
There's also a burnt costume from there. Oh, that's one I need later, so I'm going to mark that. Sorry. These are the bonus ones I found. There's a lot of items here. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's more than you think, and there are bids, and it might just be the people who made the movie. The estimates is 7,000 to 9,000.
Wow.
The starting bid being 3,500, and it says there's 2 current absentee bids, and it's up to 6,000 already.
Oh man!
For a full-size Paul.
Wow!
Congratulations to Nick Frost for winning back this Paul puppet. Okay, fine. All right, moving on. What's the next one? Matt LeBlanc's Lost in Space, guys.
Okay.
That's not a thing people pay money for, is it? Like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say $500, and I'm gonna say that's gonna be sold to a thrifty prop master working on a different production who just doesn't want to make another laser gun. They're just gonna reuse and recycle. $500.
I'm going to believe in the LeBlanc heads and say that there's got to be a super fan out there. I'll go ahead and raise you to 1,500.
Yeah, to me, it's not a bad looking, ray gun. So I'll go 2,000.
Ryan?
Right, I did find this one already, which is good. And so the estimate is more than you guys think. 3,000 to 5,000 is the estimate.
What?
They have the starting bid at 1,500. It's probably worth noting there are no bids so far.
Yeah, I imagine it'll stay that way. Yeah, this isn't even like the sexy robot from the reboot. This is a Lost in Space movie. No one remembers this one. All right, fine. All right, keep it going. What else we got?
This one's my favorite because this is just like a regular outfit you could wear. It's just like an actual trendy thing you could wear.
I swear it's from Creed. It's Stallone for it.
Watch Creed 2.
This looks like an outfit any guy who hasn't texted you back would wear. So
Yeah, I could go and buy this from Target right now.
Right now, yeah, exactly.
And they did. MGM did.
Yeah. But the fact that it's got Sly stank all over it, and you got to assume that that's a potent stank. That sticks with the costume. You can't wash that out, nor would you. I will put that at $2,000 just because, it's Stallone. He's a legend.
Yeah, I'll raise you and I will put it at $5,000 since everything has been more than we've thought it has been for this round.
I'll go for 4. Yeah, it's just yeah. No one would know that they're looking at something that's like from this movie, but if you can explain it to them, sure.
You need the photo of Stallone wearing it next to it.
See, even his hat thrown in. Come on,
like at Planet Hollywood.
Yep.
Yes. Otherwise, it just looks like something Mac DeMarco would wear. The cost is $5,000 to $7,000.
Wow.
So Danielle nailed that one. Starting bid $2,500. Again, worth noting, not a current absentee bid put in yet.
Okay,
so it's gonna have to happen live.
Okay, might be able to sneak that one in there and snake it.
$50.
All right, I'm just gonna make this the last one because I'm tired of losing everything.
And this is a good one.
This one's hard. This one's a good one. Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, you can get your hand in there, make them do the routine with yourself.
they can snark at you. Come on.
Yeah. That's great. That got it. If that's less than $10,000, then it's a crime. So I'm gonna say 10 G's.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go ahead and say $20,000. Put it in your bathroom. Have it judge you while you pee.
Yeah. Statler and Waldorf, they're awesome. It doesn't specifically say like which of the Muppet incarnations. I feel like that would probably make it worth more if it was like from this movie or this series. But that's still pretty awesome.
It just kind of gives a vague window of the 40, 50 years that the Muppets have.
Because they would probably be a lot more deteriorated if it was from 40 years ago.
1975. Right, yeah.
But, I'll go 13,000 on this.
Again, honestly, it's been a weird game, but Danielle's nailed it. 20,000 was the starting bid. They estimated it at 40 to 60,000. It has a current absentee bid at 20,000.
All right.
That's amazing. Well, I am clearly not starting a movie prop collection because I think I actually underbid everything. So I need to value the art more. My God.
We'll do another edition of this and we'll do all screen match. I think I saw like 2 other ones, but I'll look other auction sites and I'll find only screen match exact stuff, and we'll see where that takes us from there. Now that we know that that's a good thing.
The real deal.
I'll do a unsponsored plug for Prop Culture, a show on Disney Plus. If people are into props and sets, where a guy goes around and finds stuff from old Disney movies. Each episode's a different like movie, and they talk to actors and stuff from the films, and it's pretty good. So
it's fun. So watch Prop Culture, but also watch Fandom Entertainment. Please subscribe, please hit that bell, and you'll never miss another live auction reaction video or whatever you would call this. But we did that in lieu of the actual news that broke today. This was breaking as we were prepping the show. Steven Spielberg has made a multi-year deal to make movies, in quote, to make streaming content for Netflix. Under the terms of the agreement announced by Netflix and Spielberg's Amblin partners, the studio will make multiple new films for Netflix over the course of the agreement. Okay, so this is just his production company.
Right.
He's not necessarily going to be doing it himself. So the pact with Netflix doesn't affect Mr. Spielberg's long-term relationship with Comcast's Universal Pictures, where Amblin Partners is based.
So they'll still make theatrical movies for Universal.
He'll still make theatrical movies for Universal. Okay, that's good. Good.
Yeah.
If Steven Spielberg was not making movies for theaters anymore, just put a fork in movies. Like, it's done. It's done. If he was just like, I'm going to have a new streaming series releasing it's 8 episodes long and 2 of them are unnecessary, then it'd be bye-bye time for film. But this is okay, sure. It's his production company. They'd be stupid not to be making Netflix stuff, right? What's your guys' first reactions?
Yeah, I think like there was an overreaction of people being like, "Ooh, Spielberg, he was crapping on Netflix movies and saying they shouldn't be up for Oscars." But now his production company's going to make movies for them. But I'm like, his production company does a lot of things. Like Amblin makes Roswell for CW right now, and they make Resident Alien, the Alan Tudyk show for Sci-Fi. So to me, it's just like another thing they're doing. But also it makes sense for Netflix because, as we've talked about, Netflix has lost like most of the major studio stuff to their own because everyone's making their own streaming services. But that's why they made the deal with Sony, who will make some original movies for them besides putting their theatrical films on there after they're in theaters. So Amblin is just like another production company, right, that makes stuff regularly and that they can funnel into the Netflix machine. So it sounds like a win-win to me.
Danielle?
Yeah, no, I co-sign with that. Like, it sounds like I haven't checked out the new Roswell, but I know that it's got fans, and I think it's never a bad idea to get in with Netflix and get in with the streaming. They've got like a good pool of people right now. So yeah, I think it's a good call.
It will be interesting if he did direct the movie for them. But yeah, like again, Amblin makes so much stuff that just he's a producer on. So we'll see if we get Un Film de Spielberg on Netflix at some point.
Un Film de Spielberg. I mean, we'll see how West Side Story does. If that bombs, all bets are off.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's just weird. Weirdly, what bummed me out the most about Netflix and theaters and directors and stuff like that was Michael Bay making a Netflix movie. Because it's like, if he can't make a movie in movie theaters, then no one can. And so if Spielberg followed suit, it'd be like, wow. I don't know why that would upset me more than like more of the indie Oscar films, which I feel like almost wouldn't get made without a Netflix or something like that. But if we've just completely given up on like, we all go out to the movies together and see something new, it would be Spielberg making Netflix stuff. So I'm glad that's sort of the case, but not really the case, because yeah, he's earned the ability to ride out the rest of his career in movie houses where he belongs. So that's that. Okay, so a little bit misleading to say Spielberg is now making Netflix stuff, but I'm sure
makes for a good headline.
Makes for a great headline. Good for the people at Amblin in charge of that. They also dropped a whole bunch of new trailers on us. Snake Eyes got a full one. I guess that was the teaser that we had just seen earlier. So this is a real Snake Eyes trailer. Ted Lasso back for season 2, and the Nick Cage truffle pig revenge film Pig also has dropped. Any of those pop out to you guys, or do you have something to say about each, or no?
Well, let's see. Snake Eyes looks better with the full trailer. I still feel like it's going to be more of a streaming rental. Ted Lasso, I love that show. I'm saving the last 2 episodes for myself, which is weird. It's a thing that I do when I really enjoy things. Pig looks, Nicolas Cage is this like sad, regretful chef who only has this pig in his life. Definitely a must watch. He is so sad. And that pig is the only thing that brings him happiness. And he just looks like a broken, defeated man. So if you want to see broken, defeated Nick Cage with a pig as a best friend, then this is your movie.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time placing Pig in the Nick Cannon in the Nick Cage in the Nick Cage canon. Excuse me,
not Nick Cannon's Cage.
Because like it seems like it's leading towards like a John Wickish, rampage, but you don't see anything of that nature, which makes you think that this might be like a very grounded drama about a man and his pig, which is great because that's that would go in the category of Nick Cage movies where he's trying or like trying to do a good job. I don't know. It's good in so many different ways, but I'd be interested if this is like a straight drama that Nick Cage does rather than like this kind of direct to video, like I'm going to try to do the craziest thing possible. Like, cause we know he is a great actor, in the traditional sense, as well as the other sense of whatever it is that he does in his films. So I would love to see a back to basics, like, oh wow, this is a really good script about, grief and man's friendship with pig. I'm going to try to get another Oscar. I would love it if he just gave us one of those just to remind us that he still can.
It's funny with Cage because he's at this weird point in his career where he's doing a lot of these movies. It seems like every year there's like 3 or 4 new Nicolas Cage movies. They're all smaller, but they're all like interesting. About 1 in 4 is good. Mm-hmm. But I saw someone make a good comparison on Twitter. I can't remember who it was, who said how Bruce Willis, who's also doing a bunch of like straight to video or whatnot stuff, he just seems so disinterested in all of it. But Nicolas Cage is always bringing it. And at least he's doing something interesting in all of them. And then, if every 2 or 3 is good, great. So I'm intrigued by this. Like you said, I feel like if it were going to actually be I'm going to kick some ass, they would show that. Instead, I think it might be a kind of stranger, quirkier thing, but that could be cool too. So I'm down for Cage and the Pig. And then Ted Lasso is the best. And if you haven't watched it, you should. It'll make you feel good. And I'm a G.I. Joe stan. The Snake Eyes trailers have not blown me away. I did like this trailer more though, seeing more of it. Someone tweeted to me, they're not showing enough Samara Weaving. I'm like, well, I doubt if she's in it that much because it's Origins, man. Yeah. But this movie introduced there's a group called Cobra out there. We're gonna start setting that up, and then Scarlett comes in representing G.I. Joe, so they have my money. I'll see it in the theater because I love G.I. Joe. But Pig, yes, I'm intrigued by the Pig.
Yeah, the Snake Eyes trailer, I think, echoing everybody else, it definitely showing more of the story and more of the acting actually sold me more on it because I think that the fight choreo looks good and it seems like there is some amount of set piece and spectacle to it, but nothing that's going to blow away Marvel, much less like a Fast and the Furious movie, just because it's Paramount. They're trying to start small here and build something. But I do think that it seemed like they had a good nuts and bolts kind of martial arts origin story going on there. So I actually ended up liking it better than the teaser. Ted Lasso, I haven't finished season 1. I'm going to say it. I just don't get it.
Your cynicism. Your cynicism.
I don't know. Someone will have to explain to me I know he's very nice. I'm happy for him and I'm happy for everybody who likes
him.
You're
just missing a part of your soul. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe it gets better. I'm 2 episodes in and I was like, is he?
Keep going.
Okay. I'll keep going. All right. On to the live chat. Only have time for a few, so let's skim. All right. Lovetto writes, what's a streaming movie that you think would have made a great theater release in the 90s or 2000s? Interesting.
Even old, well, he said pre-COVID, or he or she, I should say, he said pre-COVID. And this movie actually technically came out in the middle of COVID last summer, but I'll still say The Old Guard with Charlize feels like a movie that would have been a theatrical, 90s, here's a star doing an action thing, because that was a fun movie. And in the old days, that would have been a lower budget theatrical release action spotlight for her.
What is the name of that Michael Bay movie that came in? I know it's not pre-COVID.
Six Underground?
Six Underground would have been a great...
I guess.
Would have been a great one in the 90s or the 2000s.
That movie, I don't know, man. I guess he's trying. It was a Nick Cage, good effort, but it had all of his flaws on high alert. But the magnet stuff was cool. I think
it doesn't count, but I feel like The Irishman would have been a big release if it was just not the hybrid kind
in the 90s,
thing that it was. But
came out right after Casino or something.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Sure. I wish Annihilation came out in theaters in the U.S. I think that was
in the U.S. it did. In the U.S. it did. It was overseas and it did not. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was actually traveling when that came out, so I didn't.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So yeah, I wish that one got a worldwide theatrical release because that was gorgeous and definitely worth a rewatch. I think enough time's passed. I got to see that again. All All right, well, we will wrap up with this. Reynard City Update channel, getting in on the action of today's game. I used to work in an autograph store. Who's worth more? Michael Caine, Cristiano Ronaldo, Tom Cruise, or Lewis Hamilton? Whose autograph? Oh, we don't have an answer, but whose autograph do you think is worth more?
It's got to be Tom Cruise, right?
That's what my. It's like I wonder if the answer is not what we think it is, because Tom Cruise to me just leaps out as the one that would be. You know,
I would think Cristiano Ronaldo just because he's like we're in America. We're Ted Lasso's over here. We don't understand how popular this soccer players are. But I know that he has 303 million followers on Instagram, which is almost the population of the United States. So I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo, because you could probably find more than one person who wants that.
The thing is, if we never know the answer, we can all just think we're right.
Have to cut Reynard City Update channel. Please let
Update
us know. We'll have a follow-up on Wednesday. And we'll leave you, the audience, in suspense until then. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Danielle, for hanging out with me this morning. We'll be back tomorrow for Australia commentaries and Wednesday for more SJU. So come back, come see it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.